Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
On the double. 53. Mike. Coming to you.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no first play, and it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Second and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Wade. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Kill. Hey, foxtrot. Hey, turn it up.
Looking to throw. Wade. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 36. They run. It's Gurley. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Back to throw. Wade. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
57's Mike. Alpha. What's your man? 57's the Mike. Big Griffin.
On third down, Wade. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Ready, ready. Mike's 50. Here we go, here we go.
Our second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Back at the 22. Call it a second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Let him know. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 9.
Wade in the gun. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. Shoot.
Now Joe Mixon. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 14th touchdown now on the year, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. That word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs? Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm going to come back to you. Check, 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 check.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
All day. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw. Wade to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Back to throw. Wade. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 10 yards out. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
On the ready. 50, Mike's 50. Watch the slant. Pilot, 64.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. On 2nd and goal, Jones, Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10.
Watch the ball.
From the gun, Jones. The quick slant caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will knot us up at 10. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
On 1st and 10, Wade. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st down, here's Breida. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action, Wade. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Gurley.
Let's go. Come on. Run to the ball. We got to run out.
2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the game. A 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Looking to throw. Wade. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jerry Tillery make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. And that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Jones now. Off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Quarterback, at all costs. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, Haywood. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Gone. You better bring it. Check 3.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Finds his man. Watson over the middle. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Check. Mike 50. Mike 50. All day, baby. All day.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Throwing Jones, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Here's Jones operating from the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Justin Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Wade. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Roman. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hap.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 50. Number West. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Sponge. No. Go. 53's the go. 53.
To throw on 3rd down, Wade. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
31.
A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Mixon running right. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now Jones throwing on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Showed up. Shift! 6-6, pull it high. Hey, Delta. Shoot!
Back to throw. Jones. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. On first down, Wade. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
57, Mike, 57.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Roman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Wade. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wade. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Open man there is Malone. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Mixon with a first down carry. Past the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards on the ground. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jones off the play fake. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run with Mixon. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw on 2nd down, Wade. That'll be complete to Breida.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
You're going to see me in your nightmares.
Throwing on 1st down, Wade. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there for the Patriots. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And he will be out of bounds as the 3rd quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, let's go. Hurry, hurry.
2nd and 9 now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
50's the mic. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Wade looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Roman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wade. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. This one hauled in by Sample. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
2nd and 7 at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
Here's Breida. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
The stop made by Andrew Billings. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
He was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
3 buzz.
From the gun on third down. Wade to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go now.
And they will take a knee here.
Jones on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. At the 8-yard line.
3 down. Odd.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
3 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jones on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for the Bengals, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.